Denver, Colorado, ground zero for cannabis legalization, and home to a booming tech sector in what could be called the Silicon Valley of weed. This is high country. Marijuana, weed, flower, bud. Call it what you will, but humans have been using cannabis for millennia. One of the bigger questions in this whole story is how is the grow technology that's going to enable cannabis to flood the domestic marketplace, how is that technology going to scale up? We're going to meet up with a guy named Dale Chamberlain. Chamberlain's a former NASA botanist, and he thinks he has the answer.
Ignition sequence start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff of the Space Shuttle Endeavour to develop the practical and the beneficial aspects of space.
Launch of a space shuttle is just something astounding, to say the least. It is something that is felt, not heard.
And to see something that you worked on inside of this, rocket being blasted into space, I can't even imagine the feeling.
The launch itself and the people down there are astounding. So it was an experience, definitely, that was worth the memory banks.
Dale was on a research team that designed grow chambers that flew a number of missions aboard the shuttle Endeavour.
The chambers that I built and designed were only on the space shuttle. Their following chambers went onto the space station. This was a double mid-deck locker configuration. It would fit in 2 space shuttle lockers, and it would grow anything that you would put in there as a seed. And yes, the joke did go around with all of us college students that we should throw some cannabis seed up there, which we'll let the rumor float that whether we did or not.
Dale has taken what he learned at NASA to launch a school and hydroponic tech startup, and it all revolves around a little box.
This is a new standard in growth chambers. Growth chambers before were built to grow your lettuce, little tiny crop, grow your tomatoes, a viney crop that has a different characteristic to it. This is a growth chamber that can maximize production, completely contain your entire life cycle, all within the confines of a small little part of your room. It's locked, completely enclosed, and it's completely set up so that it's automated and you don't need to worry about taking care of it. Just like a refrigerator, but a refrigerator that stocks itself. Inside of this half is the clones and vegetative root growth. Now what we have with the roots is a nice healthy white growth in there. That's from the high oxygen, the high airflow Bubbleponics. What we have here with the flowering chamber is essentially open your door and grab a bud. We have the ability to, every 45 days from the veg room to the flower room, have a crop. And doing it correctly, you can every week have a crop. Only half of the enjoyment is smoking the pot. Growing it is just as enjoyable as smoking it.
Wow. Grown right here.
Grown in Colorado.
Again,
Only the best. There's a lot going on right now in this industry. It's like riding a big wave. You gotta paddle really hard if you wanna be part of the pack. And in the past year, more stuff has come out with grow boxes and growing systems than in the past 10.
Are you in the Silicon Valley of weed?
We are the Silicon Valley of weed.
If that innovative spirit is taking cannabis to sophisticated new heights, how is weed?